Carice here from Hot 702.5 FM in Las Vegas. Get ready to experience basketball like never before. The historic National Pro-Am Championship Tournament, hosted by Delaware Sports Foundation and the HBCU Basketball Association, is taking center stage at the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, from April 25th through the 28th in 2024. It's more than just a tournament. It's a basketball extravaganza. Witness top-tier athletes, electrifying matchups, and slam dunk moments that will leave you breathless. Come see who will take home the trophy and first place prize of $100,000. But that's not all. We're shining a spotlight on small businesses. If you are a local business looking for exposure, seize this opportunity to be featured with our TV partners. Email chbcuba.com and ashaw@thehbcuba.com, and let your business shine alongside the thrilling basketball action. Save the dates and join us for an unforgettable experience. The National City Leads Pro-Am Championship, where the love for basketball meets the pulse of the city. Don't just hear about it, be a part of it. April 25th through the 28th, 2024 at the Doolittle Community Center. Visit hbcuba.com to get your tickets now and let the excitement begin.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Good afternoon to you and yours. Welcome to another edition of the Comedy Cypher. Unfortunately, the last edition of the Comedy Cypher. How you doing, E? On a rainy Saturday afternoon here in Las Vegas on Hot 702.5 FM. Thank you for tuning in. Comedian Ardie Hollingsworth, Black 11 Entertainment. Here with our girl, E. E, this is our final show.
Is it?
Well, not forever, but we're going to take a hiatus, a pause.
A pause,
because we can't never leave you behind.
You'll never be able to leave me behind.
Never be able to leave E behind. I'm going to miss you, E. I'm going to shed a tear.
Are you?
I am. I'm going to shed a little tear, take a little, I'm not even drinking, but I'm going to take a little toast to the hiatus of the Comedy Cypher.
Okay.
All right? Mm-hmm. All right. You gonna be okay without me?
Do you want me to sound sad? What do you want? What do
I don't
you
know.
need from me?
I'm just checking in on your mental health because we talk a lot about therapy on the show.
We do. And how are we looking?
No angel has got his wings yet. I have not attended a therapy session.
Black men go to therapy.
Black men go to therapy.
Please.
Every time you go, an angel get his wings.
Absolutely.
All right. We got some special guests here. We got some special guests for the last edition of the Comedy Cypher, man. Every year, I think we talked about this bunch of shows back. We talked about the concept of mancations. The men's vacation where you get together with your boys is not gay. You've never been on one, E. Keep your opinions to yourself. We're talking about mancation.
It's a little queer.
No. See, here's where a hating wife would have that opinion. A hating wife wouldn't want her husband, wouldn't want to be a cheerleader for her husband's good time. To hang out with his homies, crack jokes, reminisce about the old times, maybe go to the ballet, see some girls from Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Maybe gamble a little bit, drink a little bit, smoke a little something. Maybe do stuff that you do with your boys. Mancation. Watch the game uninterrupted. Mancation. So you put your hating wife, and y'all go on your girls' trips or whatever. You know, reciprocity is key. We talked about that in relationships. What's good for the goose is certainly good for the gander. All right, but mancations, and these fellas happen to be in town for NCAA March Madness festivities and activities, but also taking a mancation. Listen, I want to give them the proper introductions because these are two of my best friends, so close in this world. They're like brothers to me, man. First and foremost, my brother Jerron. We'll go ahead and give Jerron, hit the applause button, E. My man Jay Jackson in town, Flint's very own, joining me on the Comedy Cypher today.
What up, Vegas?
Yeah, applause button. There you go. We worldwide. It's not just Vegas. See, you thought we was local.
Yeah,
we global out here. We get people calling us from all over the north side. No, we had this crazy dude calling like a couple. Is he still calling? E?
I blocked him, so I have no idea.
Good. Yo, me tumble your ass. No man flying house.
Calling from where?
He was call. I don't know. One day he called up. We were talking about relationships or something. This dude, like, I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, get him off the radio.
Yeah, like you in love with the Cowboys, brother? Yeah, man. So my man Jay Jackson, who, by the way, the beat that you're listening to and have been listening to in the Comedy Cypher, produced by Jerron Jackson, y'all. Another round of applause for Jerron.
Wait a minute. Okay, are we cousins? Because I'm a Jackson.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
You do kind of look like one of my cousins.
Just hurry up and establish
it. We'll have to have a discussion.
Man,
we have a discussion after this show. It must be
something in the air of the water. I swear I never watched this show. I was watching a clip of that paternity court show. And it was a guy on there and a girl. They thought they had found out that she was pregnant and they could have been cousins. And they went to the paternity court.
I did watch that.
You saw that? Man, I was on pins and needles for that brother.
Why?
Because
why just for him?
For him, because he gonna be the one that get the blame for it. You out here smashing your cousin. Now y'all got this retarded baby. When the baby come out with his eye over here and his ear up there, the man gonna get the blame.
Them shows be so trash, but you just can't turn away from it.
Man, no. Oh, it's trash.
You gotta see the outcome.
Yeah, so I watched it, and it turns out, God bless you, brother, you were not. Your father was not cheating in the next room. That motherfucker was so relieved. Yeah. And I want to give it. What happened to the music?
Listen, I'm gonna need you to just.
You over here. She usually good on the buttons, y'all. She usually good on the buttons.
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gracious. But you got a whole bunch of things going on right now.
You got two buttons. You got an applause button and a music button. You got two buttons and 10 fingers.
It's definitely not just two buttons, but I'll let you be.
I love you too.
Great.
So let me introduce my other brother who happens to join us in the studio today. Detroit's very own, my old college roommate, man, Mr. Donald Rolak.
What up, though?
So Detroit.
Loud ass Detroit greedy. What up, we're aggressive. That's why we can't get our tourism up in the city of Detroit. We got brothers like you greeting people aggressively at the airport. Yeah, man. So listen, I want to. We always started our show with a recap of what's happening and what's going on for the week. I'm joined by you two astute-brained brothers, so I want to just get y'all to react. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of my insight on the Diddy situation. Chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah, that's
house getting raided and ran up in and whatnot, man.
Unfortunate situation there, man.
You know, I'm gonna give you this thing, and I want to try to give me y'all opinions on what's going on this topic, but. The one thing that is rubbing me the wrong way as the stories come out this week is everybody with a I got a Diddy piling on story. Like, y'all could have told this shit 10 years ago.
Right,
Maybe the public opinion would be totally different. You'd have held all of this stuff in and, he's too powerful. He's going to ruin my career. If a dude is really doing predatory slick shit, I mean, you got to expose yourself. Crazy was one I saw with a Diddy did his story was the Christian rapper Lecrae, and I'm like, man, what your ass doing at the party?
Oh, I ain't
Christian
Lecrae
rapper. One. Yeah. So, Jerron, you have me into the music scene, man. Give me your opinions on the what's happening and what's going on.
I'm not surprised, to hear something like that coming out. It's been, of course, the rumors for years, but I think he's just a fall guy. For a much bigger,
a larger nefarious organization, better known as the Illuminati. He lives in LA, y'all.
Yeah, it's a lot more going on with that, man. But It's unfortunate, and it's so many people involved. You know, I know his kids is affected.
Yeah.
You know, so
shout out
to see that for somebody. But
that's the crazy thing. They were the ones in handcuffs.
Right.
Your daddy did it, and the son get the handcuffs. Damn.
Right. And then they had that meme with his son dancing like, distracting the cops while you
gonna wind up a meme in today's society, man. Don, what you think about the whole Diddy did it situation?
I think this whole thing is capitalism. And what I mean by that is the whole group thinking everybody. Everybody says coming out pity on Diddy. Everybody's coming out of the woodworks. Why? Because they wanted to get money out of it. So I just think it's a bad situation. Yeah. I think it was a bad business deal that went the wrong way, and he pissed the wrong people off. Now information's coming to light. Yeah.
Well, chickens coming home to roost, like I said. That's what Malcolm said. Those your chickens coming home to roost.
But 50 been saying it for a while. I don't go to no parties that Diddy is at. I don't go to them Diddy parties.
Yeah, man. Hey, Bishop T.D. Jakes up in there shaking his ass with that robe on.
Yeah.
Right at the party. You can live in L.A. You've been in a lot of industry parties, too. You ever been to a party where things start going left and you like, all right, it's time for me to go?
I've been plenty of places in LA where I'm like, I'm going to tiptoe out of here.
Yeah.
Don't say bye to nobody, just go.
Ain't that feel? Yo, y'all both so. Don, you from Detroit, Gerard, you from Flair. When you said that, it reminded me of being in a Detroit party or being somewhere like in the city and you just get that inner, I don't know what it is.
Some shit about to pop off.
Some shit about to happen feeling.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Yeah, all right, you start checking your watch. Other news has popped up this week in on the music front, man. Your girl Lizzo. It's like the proverbial tree falling in the woods.
My girl.
I guess she your girl Lizzo. I did just put her on you.
You look my way, your girl Lizzo.
Yeah, your girl Lizzo. Everybody's girl Lizzo announced that she was quitting music or stepping away from music or something like that. Y'all gonna miss her?
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna miss her, but for people who look like her, she represents for them, and I think it's a letdown, allowing trolls control what you want to do. That's your God-given talent.
Yeah.
So why let somebody hate on that?
Absolutely. Yeah. You are a beacon of light for people like that. But I think the thing about it is, it's like you mentioned a great word, trolls, and she's allowing those people to have power on dimming her light. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely, I would 100% agree with that. So,
but the crazy part is that was her whole thing, is that she was being her. She was so free when she first came out, and it didn't matter what people said.
Right.
Now it's like it matters.
Man, losers behind the keyboard that ain't got nothing to lose. They always got some shit to say.
Yeah.
They always gonna have something to say. You're like, so when you activate it in your God-given mission in your hustle, man, you don't take noise from the cheap seats.
Right.
And that is very much easier said than done, because on the grind, and building businesses and whatever you're doing positive in your life, you're gonna have somebody chirping about it. And that's just the devil's distraction, in my opinion, man. He just wants you to focus on the shiny object over here to take your focus off your ultimate goal. So Lizzo, pick up that flute and sing and dance and shake your ass.
Be you,
girl.
Yeah.
Be you.
Stop bullying people though. But,
ain't nobody ever gonna get the universal love of this girl who dropped this week, Beyonce. Beyonce taking y'all asses to Old Town Road. She saw what that bag is. She like, listen, y'all ain't buying this R&B like you used to. Let me go ahead and see what these white folks talking about.
Yeah, that country taking over everything.
Beyonce gonna be out here two-stepping. She gonna have all of these little country girls getting BBLs.
But it's very smart though, because she already has her core audience, the Beehive.
Oh yeah, the black chicks never.
And now
turning
you crossing
Beyonce.
over, and they gonna listen to your music.
Yeah,
they gonna listen to it. So I mean, there's gonna be people that's hating like, oh, what you doing over here in our genre? But she gonna get a lot more fans from that.
Oh yeah,
So she gonna be in a Vegas residency for a year.
Didn't she hit something like I saw something that she's got 15 songs trending on the country music charts already, just dropped this week. Damn, I feel sorry for any woman country singer that gotta compete with Beyonce. Now y'all see how Rihanna feel.
Yeah.
Rihanna done worked her ass off. She dirty whining, putting her project together. Beyonce dropped some shit.
Yeah.
Got y'all buying outfits, taking all your concert money.
Yep. But I think that's good that she did that.
What about you, Don? You a fan of the Beehive?
Well, I would say, people forgot about country music. Country music is black music. And a lot of people are forgetting that because it's not a lot dollars representing country music in today's world.
Oh, they didn't hijack the shit. Yeah.
So
that's why I'm for her going over there.
That's why I look at it as a good thing because she can reach the masses, right? And I think we was talking about before we came up here is about distribution.
Right.
If most of the masses want to listen to country music, that's where they're gonna go. So that's the time for her to make the money. So get the bags.
You really out here? You on the money tip today? I saw him. Listen, y'all. He done been in town. His brother done been in town for 3 days. He got a new pair of Jordans for every day he's in Vegas. He packed nothing but sneakers and sweatsuits.
He gonna get home. His wife be like, "Oh, he got a new pair every day.
He got a new pair every day.
We
getting money. Listen, his brother, he got his tax refund or something.
He got him hid in the shed at the house.
Listen, dude. This is how old dudes dress when they go on vacation. They dress comfortable and sporty.
Yeah.
Comfortable and sporty at the same time.
All them hard bottom shoes, nah, man, I ain't got time to be standing around in them shoes like that.
Man, we've been having fun since y'all been in town, man. I was thinking about this. We took a picture last night. We transitioned to our actual topic of the day, which is friendship, and that's why I wanted these brothers to come on, man. Like I said, 2 of my oldest friends, dearest friends, brothers in the world, man. We got a bunch of other guys in town that I feel the same way about that. Those guys too, but y'all the chosen 2 that got to come up here and talk about friendship and shit on the last day of the Comedy Cypher. But we took a picture last night, and just from a personal perspective, I know we kick it all the time, and y'all know a lot of the things I got going on. But I just looked at this picture, man. You know how you see imagery and it just strikes you? Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, these are some of my oldest friends in the world. Like, man, these guys have been in my wedding. These guys have been there. We've been there for each other through, just crazy seminal moments in life. Graduate. We've grown up as men together. You know, we met 1997, 1998, man. You're talking 25, 26 years, a lifetime of friendship, man. Yeah. And I saw that, a reflection of that in one picture, and I got some other brothers I feel that way about. And the only thing that came over my spirit was just a crazy spirit of just being blessed, man. Yeah. To have real friends, real brothers in your circle. We associate with a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But to have a real friend is a blessing, man. You can turn to for that emotional support, that intellectual support, that truth when you need it, that validation when you need it, that encouragement, that kick in the ass when you need it, that check when you need it, when you going crazy. Like, that's the benefit of a true friendship, a true brotherhood, man. And I love these two gentlemen. So that's my reflection and thoughts on friendship overall. But just give me y'all's, man.
I think that's the purpose of these mancations. I know she laughed and said it was. What'd you say it was gay?
It's a little homo something.
Nah,
homo brotherhood.
Let me call No Diddy right there and educate you about these gentlemen.
We're not talking about these gentlemen. We're talking about guys' trips. And this is in my opinion.
That's why I said these gentlemen, because we're going to isolate the gentlemen in my circle. I'll just put it like this.
You can't listen. The ratio of down low to
no.
We're not gonna.
The gentlemen in my circle, we're some dragon slayers.
Don't act.
No Diddy.
She's trying to turn this into something totally negative.
Crazy. Yeah, don't act. You're not gonna break my soul.
I'm all about black men. I'm all about black men, friendship, and brotherhood. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, but for us doing this is huge because. It allows us to get together once a year.
Yeah.
When we first started doing it, it was a different city. Mm-hmm. We was going to different cities.
Moving it around.
Just to be able to connect again, because we all spread out all over the country.
Yeah.
And we all got our own lives, families, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So to be able to come together, crack jokes like we used to, reminisce on old stories and stuff like that, and then make some new memories in the process. This is huge. This is kind of like our therapy.
It absolutely is.
They always saying black men need to, seek therapy.
Boom,
this is therapy for us.
Boom, bars. Therapy for
us. It is definitely a brotherhood, and friendship is super valuable in being able to hold each other accountable to certain things. But it's not therapy from a licensed therapist.
No, from the technical sense. From the technical bleachers.
Of course not.
No, y'all got
to it can be therapeutic.
We got boys that give you horrible advice. Yes.
Horrible advice.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, how about give me your thoughts on friendship, brotherhood, all that good stuff.
I really think it's about the fellowship, and I know you think I'm on this capital corporate stuff swing today, but think about it. you have to have an executive board, and people that's on your executive board are going to be your closest friends, who are not afraid to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like, man, you doing the good thing? Oh, man, you fucking up.
Yeah.
You need to fix that.
Yeah.
And so this is us getting together, letting everything that's been bothering us off without any type of judgment.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So I'm for the man case, and that's what it's about.
Yeah. No, that's a very, very, very a great point, especially about the blessing of that relationship, because that's not fostered like overnight. Like I can talk to you about a couple handfuls of people I truly trust. Yeah. Like y'all in that circle, but that's been fostered through 20 plus years of friendship, which, like I said, I feel bad for folks who don't have that. And that's why I said I just felt extremely fortunate, extremely blessed that we're all healthy. Everybody is in great spirits. Yeah. We can come together and support one another. And we're in that like this crazy phase of like being mid-40s. I'll be 45 this year, right? This is the decade where we're losing parents. We're also losing friends that we grew up with, classmates, siblings. I just lost a brother. You lost a brother recently also, man. So the importance of those bonds of connectivity, man, and maintaining those friendships, those brotherhoods, man, it just becomes so vitally important because we going through trying times, man.
Yeah. And to Don's point about the executive board, your group of friends, I know we all are in a group. We all in a group chats and stuff like that. But us three will call each other off to the side and be like, okay, who gonna tell old boy he doing some dumb shit? Which one of us gonna call him? You know what I'm saying? So
and that's just the type of friendship we have. Yeah. If you get a call from one of us, it's usually from representing all of us. Yeah. Hey, man.
Like just this week, something happened. Yeah. I knew Don was gonna call me right away, and then he's like, "I'm gonna patch Ardie in." Okay. But that's important. But even when we going through stuff, we all sit, have a conversation. You just have a side conversation. I know you with the comedy stuff. Yeah. We had different conversations, sit on the phone talking about what you got going on. So.
Yeah, man, these dudes, man, just always supportive brothers, man. We just stick there and support one another. When I shot my specials last year, man, they hopped on the plane and came right out here, man, and held it down and supported, which is so, again, so fulfilling for me because there's nothing more impactful than looking out in the audience. You can generate an audience of strangers, man, but the people that you really love, the people that that really rock with you, really supported you in the entire grind, are right there. And I remember when we were roommates, man, Don used to always tell me, I was shunning this for years. Like, he's like, you should do stand-up comedy. You should do stand-up comedy. He was the first guy that actually told me that I should do stand-up. So look at you, unleash the beast onto this world, onto this society.
Yeah. I remember when you said you was going to do it, I was like, oh, nah, you ain't that funny.
There's always one. Make your haters your motivators.
Nah, I knew you was gonna do well, man. Anything you do, put your all into it. You success at it, man. So
yeah. You gotta put your hustle behind it.
Yeah.
But what I liked about it is your genesis. So that was the spark. But when you really did it, and what your daughter told you, that would change your whole mindset.
No, it really did.
Have you told that story on here?
Yeah, I told it. I told it. I told it in a special. But that was the crazy thing. So when I started, you're just sticking your toe in the water. You're trying to see if you're that funny. Like, will this work, or if you enjoy it. So when I started, it was like open mic stuff. Plus, I started off. What was unique about me? I started off as a producer. What got me into comedy was my Classics and Comedy show. So I started off as a producer and host of the show. And then as I got more and more comfortable on stage and just really fell in love with the joy of bringing laughter to the people, I'm like, oh, I could do this shit for real. So then I started, like, I'm my own worst and harshest critic. So I started comparing my stuff against people and stuff that I thought was funny. And I'm like, yeah, bar for bar. I'll make myself laugh. Like, fuck it. Yeah. So, and there it was. So you just take off and activate your dreams and, do your thing.
Yeah.
So let's go back to you, Ardie.
Yeah.
So here's what's crazy. So you told a joke when I came out here in Vegas in 2022 about the might like a little something on the side.
Yeah, a little dick on the side.
And how relevant that is now with the Diddy situation, how everything comes full circle.
Yeah. Man, those dudes do hit you on the low-key ambiguous shit. Yeah. I did see a story about that. I think it was Torre said somebody in his family was interning for Diddy, and Diddy hit him with that. Yo, you gotta come over here tonight, Playboy. And it's all about the Benjamins.
You ain't never party with me.
Yeah, you ain't never party with me like that.
You forcing this party on me.
But it's like, yo, there is a lot of, on some real shit, there's a lot of grooming that goes on in the alphabet community that I think that's an issue that they have to address within that community. Mm-hmm. And maybe some of this bullshit, the trafficking, the undercover shit, where it's predatory, especially on younger kids. When I say grooming, it's not necessarily a grown man. You hit him with the text, he gonna tell you yes or no, whether or not he get down like that. But when you're grooming these young kids coming up through the pipeline and you got that power imbalance, especially if you're a celebrity, that's where I think it's incumbent upon that community to call out that behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to say about that.
Okay, good. Yeah. I got nothing to add there. You got nothing to add. You're going to pick the bone clean on that one. You're using a lot of big words up here today, Don. You know, your Genesis. I was like, Sega?
Don, just say the beginning, man.
This is what happened when black dudes get a bunch of degrees. They all got master's degrees. That's how my crew roll.
Right. Shout out to educated black men.
Shout out. Listen, let me tell you about my core group of friends. We like the unicorn of Negroes. No. It's a bunch of us that fit this criteria. Mm-hmm. Everybody's well established in life. Mm-hmm. Everybody's married. Everybody's a family man. Everybody's building and growing in their business. We all supportive of one another. Ain't nobody got no side chicks, no side babies, no side. Like, everybody just chilling. Everybody just chilling. We just activated in our life on our soon to be grandfather shit.
I see a lot of doubt in your face over there.
I told her we unicorn. She a skeptic.
Yeah, she is a lot of heat coming off that board over there.
It's not that I'm skeptical. It's that I don't think that. I think that calling you guys unicorns is probably outdated at this point, because I have a lot of black men around me who have, who are educated, who are wealthy.
Uniform group.
No. I think that dynamic has changed a little bit.
Okay, we got more in the circle.
Yeah, okay. and I'm glad about that.
We welcome them all.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we
I'm definitely glad, and I'm sure you guys all have friends who are like you.
Oh, we got some ratchet ones
and that's
too.
what I'm saying. You may have some ratchet ones as well.
Yeah,
I don't have no ratchet friends.
You don't have not one ratchet friend. Look, this is the way she said that with the laugh.
Just a little bit of sarcasm. But no, I think that that is what we're seeing more often, and I love to see it. So.
I love to see it too, man. Black men, rising up and living out our full potential. We got enough stacked against us in this world, man. Don, you in the South, man. How are they treating us down that way?
Well, it's really kind of depending on what industry you're in. If you're in the financial or insurance industry, you're getting treated really good.
Yeah.
If you're in other industries, maybe not so.
Are they treating you good? You brought out a new pair of Jordans for every day you're in town. You hitting
What I can particularly say about my industry is that I eat what I kill. So if I want more money, guess what I have to do? I got to go out and produce more, right? Mm-hmm. And then grow my team, so my team can also help me be successful.
What do you do?
Well.
Go ahead and plug what you do.
So I'm in the supplemental insurance game.
Okay.
So I help people get cancer plans or accident plans. Basically, policies to help employees just because they get hurt and need to get paid for being off of work.
All right.
So that allows me to make a living. Won't say what company I'm with, but they do well, and they might be one of the sponsors of the NCAA if you pay attention. However,
wait a minute. They ain't sponsoring nothing on the comedy side, but you just gave him a free commercial.
Right.
Won't he do it?
Well, I didn't say the name. But anyway, but no, it really allows me to build a network. And basically, I am building business by monetizing my relationships.
There you go. Sound like a pimp. when you think about it, when you put it that way, sound like a pimp.
Building business by monetizing my relationships.
I'm monetizing my relationships. Damn, we should have used that. You arrested for pimping and officer.
I just monetize my relationships. Go ahead, Don.
What you doing for a living there, Jay? Go ahead.
I'm employed by the Los Angeles County.
Getting them pension checks.
Yeah, I do property management, space reconfiguration. So we build out office spaces, go redesign office buildings, and yeah,
that's why you got the LA hat on with the upside down Dodgers joint.
That's home now, man. I've been there long enough. That's home now.
Yeah, we talk a lot of sports too, man, on our group chat, man. Go ahead, give us your opinions on your teams, Jay.
On the Lions? Or?
Yeah, you know the boys.
My boys, man. Yeah, it's been years of suffering. You jumped ship long ago, so you haven't been suffering with us.
I have not. I came to the realization that I will not be an abused wife, like a battered wife.
It is an abusive relationship. Yeah,
y'all keep getting punched in the mouth, and you keep going back to Bobby.
Yeah, they keep telling us this year will be different. You know, I've changed, but I mean, last year was good for us. Of course, I was skeptical, and even in that national that NFC championship. Even though they was up, and I was like, "This is Lions."
We had a chance to go. They were looking good. We went to that game. Who they played? Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers.
Yeah,
that was a fun game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun day, man. I always love going to LA and kicking it with you, man. We do our little sports. Yeah. How about you, Di? Who you pulling for?
Well, I always pull for the home team, which is Lions, but you also know I'm a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I've still been going through the same thing with the Raiders with being dysfunctional lately. But hopefully, that Antonio Pierce get everything together, and the Raiders will be in the playoffs this year.
But you made a bad choice. You picked two dysfunctional franchises
to root for. Yeah. Maserati got an ugly side chick.
I can see if you was like Lions and then
you got an ugly side chick and have a baby with her.
That's why I tell my friends. My old roommate in LA is a Chargers fan, and he's trying to convert me. I was like, dude, I'm not rooting for another team that's just pure misery.
Yeah, like, I'm an upgrade, man. You know, I pull for the 49ers and the Chiefs. When the Chiefs got that little half white guy, Mahomes. Man, Mahomes. I'm telling you, he bring your light-skinned dudes back in style, man.
Yeah, he's something else.
That's going to end racism, man. We need to all just interracial date. It'll end racism right there.
I don't know if that'll do it, but
I'm telling you, everybody's just beige.
Well, let's think about it.
Like Mahomes and Steph Curry. Look who we pulling for now. They're at the top of the sport, Mahomes and Steph Curry. Imagine we had light-skinned LeBron.
But no, on a serious tip, essentially that's what's happening in France. There's so much interracial blood mixture going on there. Yeah. They're all looking beige, like you said.
Yeah. Everybody gonna pass the brown paper bag test. We got no more racial strife. Yeah. And then, we blend in our Latin brothers and sisters, man. Everybody just, get their tacos and soul food and barbecue and Italian, man. We can eat it all. Nobody look weird.
So like the soul food egg rolls, right?
Yeah, soul rolls. Just throw a bunch of shit.
Soul rolls. There you go.
Yeah, man. So what y'all looking forward to for the rest of y'all time in Vegas?
Just more laughs, jokes, hanging out with my brothers, man.
Yeah, we had plenty of them, man. We were talking about jokes, man. Last night we were walking around. It's still one of our inside jokes, man. Done by our brother Montel Graves, who's not with us today. But shout out to one of the funniest inside jokes, man. I'm going to tell y'all this story. We were hanging out one time, our whole group of people, and they were talking about who could pull the most girls. And then somehow the conversation between Montel and my boy Ed was going back and forth. And Montel was like, I'm thirsting Hal the third. You're thirsty hollering at threes.
Oh, wow.
Man, it was one of the funniest inside jokes.
Wow.
And we brought that up last night. That happened probably over 20 years ago. And we brought that up last night. It just made me laugh, man. So I think about those points and times in our friendship, man, and all the stuff that we've been through, man.
Yeah, nonstop jokes, man. And that stuff, it don't go away.
Nah, we gonna be old, still getting on one another. Our guy Rich with the dad jeans.
Oh man, that was it.
Yeah, these guest jeans.
Yeah, yo, we went on.
I didn't even mean for that one to go where it did.
I'm gonna tell you how this thing work in this crew. You get caught slipping on the mancation, you gonna get talked about. You can't show up to mancation with dad jeans on. Yeah. Don't do it. All right.
Nah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Jerron did on the first mancation. Remember I think you broke your luggage and your wife gave you her bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this dude showed up on Mancation with like some rose gold luggage.
It was not rose gold. It was gold.
It was rose gold and
it had some gold on it.
I was like, your wife gonna make sure you don't mess with no women out here.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna bring that up. Like I said, the jokes don't go away. You don't live them down.
Chanel, man.
You don't live them down.
And Don, your wife too, man. Your wife let you out the house.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I won't say unfortunately, but just think about it. Nobody was coming on this trip, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that's how I was coming. And nobody believed I was coming. Then everybody said, well, I'm coming in too then if you coming. Yeah. So, and everybody's here. So I guess I don't get out as much.
That's because we don't see you, yeah.
You like the Bobby Brown, the new edition.
He might show up, he might not.
You got to come and find out.
No, but it's been great to be out here with you brothers. And like I said, I really do appreciate our fellowship. That we can talk about anything and there's no judgment.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the world's missing, because everybody's worried about somebody judging them.
Yeah.
And that's why your girl Lizzo want to hang it up, because she feel like she's being judged and too many trolls. So let it go. Be you.
Lizzo, I think Don wants you to get back out there with the flute. Get back out there and do your thing.
Andre out there with the flute, you know.
So give me your reflection on this as we were talking about friendship. How do you think, like, I understand time is a big factor in cultivating those relationships and building those foundation of friendships, but how do you think it transitions to that element of trust? Because that's a huge thing. Like when I'm going through something like real deal thing and I could call Don up or I can call Jay up or I can call, any of my core friends up, and there's really like a trust factor. Like it goes without saying, like this goes no further than us. Mm-hmm. Or, I'm calling you to bounce XYZ off of you, get your opinion about that. How do you think those things are built and formulated over time for people that don't have those really strong friendships?
That's a great question, Ardie.
I know. Well, all we ask on the Comedy Cypher are great questions. He just hit me with the interview shit when you're trying to think of something. That's a great question.
Because
then he did the Martin Luther King pose.
At the end of the day, right, you're going to try to associate yourself with people who you know, like, and trust. Mm-hmm. Right? And that's part of the reason why all our friendships are so good, because we all can trust each other in our circle.
Yeah.
And you can trust me to say, hey, you fucking up. Or you can trust me to say, hey, man, that's doing good. You're going the right way. I know you're saying that this is not happening for you fast enough, but you're on the right trajectory. It's going to blow. So we can have both sides of the fence. But to get that, you got to put in the work. Friendships is not bought every day. Yeah. And that's what I think is wrong with this generation. Everybody's everybody's friend. No, they're not.
Yeah, they think.
You're mostly associates or colleagues. You're not really friends.
Yeah, you don't
until
really
something
understand.
come up to put you in a situation where you're like, all right, this person is a part of your friend.
Yeah.
So you have to, it's like any relationship. You got to go through something with somebody.
Friendships can be tested, man. They most certainly can.
Yeah.
We never had no falling outs. Like, we don't have that type of crew that have no big falling outs and all of that stuff. Like,
I would say we have, but it doesn't go longer than 2 weeks. Somebody but feelings got hurt. You know. It is what it is.
It took the joke too far.
It's been some issues. Yeah, but everybody get over it and kind of keep it moving because we got that history.
And at the end of the day, we know what's inside that person's heart. You know they meant well. Just like we was talking with Kanye, sometimes the lyrics just don't come out correctly, right?
Right.
The point that he's trying to communicate.
Yeah.
So we have some friends that don't communicate as well. And like I said, they try to land the joke and it doesn't land.
Yeah, we didn't have friends give some horrible best man speeches at weddings that just it didn't go over well.
Oh man,
so,
and
that's what I'm saying. So people's feelings are hurt a little bit.
Remember that?
Yeah, but you be mad for a minute, but
you get over it.
Yeah, you get over it.
Yeah, you definitely have to get over it. Especially if they're your friend, man. This one thing. It's like to lose a homie. This shit be heartbreaking.
Yeah,
I done lost a homie. I got to go replace him.
Well, because it's so hard to find the ones that's not gonna bullshit you.
Especially you, man. You're in the land of the lost in LA, man. LA dudes are weird. It's like we grew up different. I always say we're Gen Xers. We're the last of the great generations. All right, these new dudes, I don't know what y'all did with the cocaine when y'all start adding baking soda and other additives to it.
I would say, every city has this set of dudes that are weird. You know, people that are weird, but you just got to find the right circle of people. Like I have some friends that born and raised in LA that are real good dudes that would get along well. Some of y'all met them, they get along well with our crew and stuff like that. But there's some weird dudes in Detroit.
True story. I think that the major difference, what I've seen, difference between like LA and Detroit. LA seems to be there's trouble everywhere. It's lurking. There's always like a palatable sense of trouble. Growing up in Detroit, I feel like you had to seek that trouble out. Like he definitely was there, but you had to kind of run with that crowd. I think LA finds randoms.
I say that a lot of the stuff that you see in the media and people getting robbed and stuff like that is because they were seeking it. They went places they weren't supposed to go, just thinking like, oh, I'm in LA, I'm good.
You out here thinking these streets are sweet.
Yeah. I got a friend of mine is in the hospitality. He works in the hotel industry, and he just happened to be talking to some dudes that were staying at his hotel, and they were in town visiting, and they're like, hey, show me how do I get to the Nipsey Hussle mural? And he told them they had a rental car. They had like a Lamborghini rental or something like that, right? And he told him, he was like, hey, I'm not trying to, rain on y'all parade, but I wouldn't go over there where that mural is with that car.
No.
And them dudes was like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm good here. I can go over there. And guess what?
They wasn't good there.
Car got stolen. He said he came in the next day. The police is there interviewing him and stuff because the car got taken.
Yeah, they lucky there wasn't no chalk outlines.
Yeah, but it's stupid stuff like that. That LA, you can't just go just anywhere you want. Just when what's his name, PNB Rock got killed.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, all the Roscoe's in LA, you went to that one?
Yeah.
Why?
Man, so, he either didn't know no better or again had that false sense of security.
They just be thinking they can go wherever they want.
I think that's the crazy thing about the world now. There's no reasonable expectation of safety anywhere you can go. They come in and shoot up churches and Walmarts and
there's places in Detroit you tell people like, hey, there's a lot of East Side places. You ain't going to the East Side that much.
That was just a shot at two dudes from the East Side of Detroit.
But y'all know it's true though.
This dude from Flint.
Right. There's places in Flint that I don't go. I ain't going over there, man.
You can't even go to the bathroom in Flint.
You can't even drink the water.
Flint ain't gonna catch no strays on the comedy slap. I'm sorry, Saints in Flint. Them white people still got y'all water messed up.
Oh yeah. It's a lot going on there, but it's an improvement. It's a lot of growth there, a lot of opportunity. A lot of people I know live there, opening businesses and stuff.
I'm happy for that city, man. And, like certain things economically, folks are victims.
Yeah.
And an entire city is a victim to decaying industry or industry that decided, based on business practices, to shift manufacturing to a cheaper source,
right,
or lower cost source of labor. So you lose out. And if the entire infrastructure of the city is built on, the entire economic infrastructure is built on a single entity like it was with General Motors in Flint, man, right, you're going to see the ripple effect through that economy, man. Yeah. Then you start to add the drugs and all of the things that poverty brings into the community, and boom, there you go.
The whole state of Michigan is affected by the auto industry. So when when they had to bail them out, I had friends that worked in different companies, but their company supplied the auto industry.
Right.
It may have been making windshields or something, or just some part that goes to the auto industry. So now they're affected because the big three failed.
When you said that, it made me think, like, we're three dudes from that region, and then the rest of our crew of guys who all from that region. None of us work in the automotive industry. Yeah, you know how rare that is.
That's how I ended up in LA. I was like, I'm not staying in Michigan to work at.
It was GM, like the GM Ford Chrysler route.
I was like, I want to do something different. I can always come back and do that. But,
so you spread your wings and flew to LA?
Yeah.
What made you bounced to South Carolina? Well, via Chicago. You went from Detroit to Chicago and then South Carolina. What made y'all do that move?
My daughter.
Yeah.
We were living in the south side of Chicago. Then once we didn't get the Olympics, we saw the changing in dynamics real quick. All of a sudden, Chicago said they didn't have any money. They're broke. For the Olympics, we had money.
Yeah.
And it's because the mayor at the time spent all the money ahead of time and thought he was going to recoup once the Olympics. Okay. And when the Olympics didn't come, he had to come out, we don't have any money.
Oh, okay.
City
services started suffering.
Streets started to change differently. The gentrifying didn't happen fast enough.
Yeah.
And then he had to go.
Yeah, because I remember y'all had bought a nice spot there and was waiting on the revitalization of the city, and hopeful. Because your wife is from there? Yeah. Hopeful for the turnaround, and then, they hit y'all with the okie doke.
And the finest straw is that, from an education standpoint in Chicago, these kids are battling for spots at 4 years old to get placed in certain schools. So we just knew we had to go. And we ended up coming to South Carolina. My mother's side of the family is from here. My wife got a promotion to come to South Carolina for her job. So it was like, all right, it's a win-win situation. Cheaper cost of living in some aspects. Some things we pay more on, but some things we pay less on. But we can't beat the weather.
A lot of people are starting to go down there now. I know a few people from Michigan that went to like Raleigh and places like that, and they're like, I should have been here years ago.
I think anybody from Michigan, if you move to a place, if you move to another cold place, it's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
like if you go from
point?
Michigan to Alaska, like, you better get a bigger bag.
Like, I love Chicago, but I can't go back to the cold. I just can't, deal with that shoveling snow and driving in that.
I'm a weather snob too. I went back to Michigan. You know that little sleet, that annoying sleet?
It's annoying.
Yeah, that hits you in the face. I got out the car, I had a scarf on, I threw my shit around my face like the Red Baron. I was sassy.
You got out the car.
I was like, I will not be victim to this sleet. Probably shook my shoulders and rolled off, man. Thank you, Edna.
You weren't supposed to acknowledge that, man.
Man, I have a lot of fun. My girl Edna on the show. Y'all get it. Oh, my girl E. I'm sorry, friends call her E. Real friends in these streets call her E. As we wind down the comedy side, this has been a great show. A lot of fun to do. A lot of opportunity to do cool stuff like this, man. Kicking my boys on the radio, connect. Talk about old times, man. We'll get back into that in a minute. But just before I forget, I just want to thank my girl E for all the good times, great times, bantering back and forth with her Saturday afternoons about all things related to all things. Thank you, E.
You're very welcome. I was waiting for your tear to shed, but it didn't come
Karate
down.
Man cry on the inside.
Oh. Wax on, wax off.
Karate Man cry on the inside.
Y'all will be back at it. Yeah, you'll be back in the mix.
She gonna miss me.
Oh, yeah. Ardie will be back. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll miss you on the airways for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a lot of dope topics. We done mortgage stuff, relationship stuff. We did a countdown list. I'm gonna ask y'all as we wind up because I love countdown lists and the controversy it sparks here. She had all types of things to say about my Christmas song countdown list, Christmas gift countdown list. She had all types of spicy things to say about it. But let's go favorite rappers. All right, let's go five favorite MCs, Jerron.
My 5 favorite, Black Thought for sure.
Yeah.
Redman. Sky Zoo. He may not be very popular.
Yeah, because I was about to be like, who? And he did.
Yeah,
damn. I love dudes that know music. You know Sky Zoo, E?
I think I have heard of Sky Zoo before.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the fan, the most popular.
No, you're a connoisseur, so now I gotta listen to some Sky Zoo.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from New York, from Brooklyn.
Okay, all right.
Go check him out. He redid you watched Snowfall.
Yeah.
He redid the whole Snowfall as an album.
Oh wow. Oh, that
you gotta listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So of course I gotta throw Detroit in there, Elzai.
Okay.
Elzai from Slum Village, one of my favorites. And who do I go with at 5? That's a tough one, man. I don't know who I'll throw in there at 5.
Came with a very eclectic list.
I'll throw Biggie in there.
Biggie, you don't know Jay in there on your 5?
I listen to Biggie more than I listen to Jay.
Okay. I got a Jay-Z bias so strong that I discredit your top 5 if Jay ain't in it. It's just like if you say, like we talk Hoopers, which we may talk Hoopers, and you don't got LeBron for whatever reason.
Yeah,
top 5.
That's just my personal preference.
I take your list, I ball it up and throw it away. You mentioned
garbage.
You dude didn't mention Jay-Z, a billionaire from hip hop.
This is garbage.
Millions of records, and we went to a Jay-Z concert. You read every word for word. I bet you can't do that with Sky Zoo.
That's because it's like trying to recite all of Royce stuff. Royce is just Royce is one of the top. My favorite too.
That's what I was going. I'm gonna come to that. We'll talk about Royce.
Yeah,
I got an interesting thing about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Don. Give me top 5 MC.
So I'm gonna give you top 5 who I listen to today, and I'm not a top 40 listener. So Royce is gonna be probably my number 1.
Okay.
Royce 5'9".
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna go with a cat out of Chicago now called Saba. Him and
like
Pivot
Saba.
Game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still got to go with the old school Slum Village. When I first heard that album, I was hooked.
Had you dancing.
And so far, it's 3 people from the Midwest.
Okay.
So I'm a guy from New York. We're going to have a debate about it. I'm going with Nasir. Nas.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
We ain't got to debate Nas. Nas is easy.
And my 5, he's not making music anymore, but I still got him in rotation. Scarface.
Good.
Face.
Solid 5.
Face is in
solid
there.
5. I'm going to have to go with, I got to throw Jay in there. We're going to get him out the way. It's just too easy. Surprisingly, number 2, J. Cole.
Okay.
Like
Johnny P's caddy.
Yeah, crazy. Study J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like when I say study J. Cole, study J. Cole.
Yeah.
like my God, this dude ahead of his time. I gotta go ahead and throw Black Thought in there. That's number 3. Still intellectual shit. Bars be just way over folks' head. You gotta have a thesaurus, dictionary, depth and breadth of knowledge. As they say when you're getting your PhD, it's about how deep and how wide you can go in that thought field. And I think that dude is right there. So if I was to stack my 3 horse MCs up against both of y'all top 5 lists, they getting crushed already. All right. Then I'm going to throw you another wild card. I'm going to go ahead and throw Royce the 5'9" in there. Crazy. And then for number 5, I don't think this dude is a mega star in hip hop, and I don't think he gets enough credit. Snoop. Y'all realize Snoop should be on the Mount Rushmore of everybody's hip hop list. Think about the longevity. Snoop, and also right next to him, Too Short. Yeah. Too Short has had number 1 bangers since the 80s, like in hip hop.
Him and E40.
Yeah, him and E40. Yeah, you know how hard that is, the longevity. So yeah.
Yeah, I think people forget how lyrical Snoop used to be.
Right.
And then he could still freestyle.
You're right.
Speaking of freestyle, Common, up there too.
Yeah,
one of the ones too.
Common dope. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you on Snoop.
If you survived the weird Common era. Like what was that Electric Circus era Common? It came out on the other side of that. I think Kanye saved him with the Beat album, which is probably one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time, easily top 20. Yeah, album. Kanye saved his life.
But
Kanye and Dilla.
Kanye and
Dilla on the album.
I think we all would have said Common if he was mentioned in the top 10.
Yeah,
so we just went with our 5.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that new album you got with Pete Rock coming out.
Yeah, my 5 would kill y'all 5. We got the star power.
This is just our favorites. Of course it's all subjective or whatever, but that's just my personal favorites.
We got the billionaire. I'll throw Drake out there in the first round, and we just all walk away. Oh, not Drake. I mean J. Cole. Throw him out there in the first round.
Cole is tough to beat. Yeah, him. Kendrick is in there too, and.
Well, this would be spicy since we talking.
You guys are disrespectful to Andre 3000.
I forgot about 3 Stacks.
Not really.
You know what it
I
is?
forgot about 3 Stacks.
If we was talking about groups, then we automatically would have said Outkast.
Yeah.
Because in reality, Andre 3000 only came out with 2 albums that was solo?
Andre 3000.
One was a rapping album, and the other one was
I'm with her. I'm going to have to put Andre back. I forgot about him real quick.
Andre 3000 and Kendrick Lamar are the Ponzi schemes of hip hop. They give you just enough to think that they're like on the GOAT list, the great list, but not enough to say that he's on the GOAT great list. I'm going to need, I just love consistency. I love people getting hot, staying relevant, remaining relevant, changing sonically
then
with the
you're
time.
talking about Lil Wayne.
Wayne, yes, that's the disrespectful one that I did not have on the list, because Lil Wayne ranks right up there with Snoop and Too
are
Short.
disrespectful. Ardie.
I'm sorry.
You got 1 minute.
Shout out to Wayne. I'm sorry.
That tells me why Jay-Z is on your list.
Yeah.
So I can make an argument that he wasn't the number one MC any year that he was out with an album.
None, not 1 year.
And I can name who was the top person each year. But he's been the most consistent because he's always been like number 2.
Well, he sets the trends. You know, like everybody follows what he does. So
right, yeah.
Hence J. Cole, copy paste.
What's that?
You don't reinvent the wheel, E.
Why not?
You don't. Michael Jordan is a carbon copy of Dr. J. Kobe, LeBron, all them dudes. It's a lineage. You see what work and you replicate it. You try to take it to the next level.
I'm not mad at J. Cole. Yeah, I would have done the same thing if I was J. Cole and I looked just like Jay-Z.
Yeah. I mean,
rapped
but
like
you
him
can rap like him
and
too.
was under his label.
Yeah, you get that cosign.
Yeah.
It's like
no pun intended.
It's like if anybody walking to the party with you on their arm, everybody know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's time for us to end the comedy.
Okay,
Cypher.
then.
Cue the boys, the man. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I'm gonna do the,
you better sing.
Wanye shit.
You gotta shake your head real hard. Yeah.
Listen, I want to appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart each and every week tuning in. This has been a fun ride, great opportunity to do the show. I just wanted to, test my chops at radio. It's been a great, wonderful time. Happy to go out with you two brothers. Thank y'all for stopping in.
Thanks for having us, man.
Sharing some of y'all stories and enlightening us on friendship. And until the next time I see y'all, man, we knee deep and working hard on getting headliners off the ground. Continue to support Hot 7025, my homie Big E. Continue to support all things Black 11 Entertainment, man. And I'll see y'all soon.